I didn't grow up knowing what it felt like to have a dad who could really be present, emotionally safe, or protective. So when I first started walking with God, I projected that same expectation onto him. I thought awareness meant, here we go again. I thought awareness meant I should be better by now. I thought awareness meant I'm running out of grace. But that's not God. That was my nervous system. That was my past. That was survival. God wasn't meeting me with judgment. He was meeting me with gentleness. And gentleness felt unfamiliar. Honestly, kind of uncomfortable, because gentleness doesn't rush you. It doesn't shame you. It doesn't demand instant change. Gentleness sits with you. It lets you cry without fixing the tears. It lets you tell the truth without punishing the honesty. And sometimes the most healing thing that God does is show us who He's not. He's not standing over you with a checklist. He's not counting how many times that you mess up. He's not waiting for you to finally get it together so that He can love you. He's already there. Hey girlfriend, welcome to Her Redemption Story. If you've ever felt stuck, carrying weight you weren't meant to, or wondered if God could make something new out of your story, you're in the right place. I'm Morgan, a wife, a storyteller, and faith-led encourager walking this journey with you. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's dive into today's episode, because your redemption story starts here. Hey girlfriend, before we get started, I just want to say this. If you're listening for the very first time, welcome. I'm really glad that you're here. This podcast is a safe place for women who love God but are healing from their past and learning how to see themselves the way that God sees them. And if this episode resonates with you, I'd love for you to follow or subscribe so you don't have to walk this healing journey alone. In today's episode, we're going to talk about what happens after awareness, because awareness is powerful, but it can also feel terrifying. We're going to talk about why awareness can feel unsafe, why so many of us immediately go into fixing mode, and how healing actually begins when we stop white-knuckling our lives and start partnering with God. If you've ever thought, I see it now, but I don't know how to change, stay with me. In the last episode, we talked about awareness, noticing patterns, cycles, behaviors, and at first, awareness can feel empowering. Like, oh wow, this makes sense. But then something else creeps in. Fear. Because once you see it, you might feel exposed, like now there's no excuse. Like now God is watching more closely. Like now you're responsible for fixing what you didn't even know had a name before. So if awareness feels scary for you, if it feels like exposure instead of safety, I want to talk about that, because that fear doesn't come from nowhere. For me, awareness used to feel like being caught. Like the moment I noticed a pattern, I braced myself internally. I assumed God was about to correct me, discipline me, be disappointed in me. And honestly, that makes sense when you grow up learning that mistakes lead to consequences and not comfort. I didn't grow up knowing what it felt like to have a dad who could really be present, emotionally safe, or protective. So when I first started walking with God, I projected that same expectation onto him. I thought awareness meant, here we go again. I thought awareness meant I should be better by now. I thought awareness meant I'm running out of grace. But that's not God. That was my nervous system. That was my past. That was survival. God wasn't meeting me with judgment. He was meeting me with gentleness. And gentleness felt unfamiliar. Honestly, kind of uncomfortable, because gentleness doesn't rush you. It doesn't shame you. It doesn't demand instant change. Gentleness sits with you. It lets you cry without fixing the tears. It lets you tell the truth without punishing the honesty. And sometimes the most healing thing that God does is show us who He's not. He's not standing over you with a checklist. He's not counting how many times that you mess up. He's not waiting for you to finally get it together so that He can love you. He's already there, and He's been there. He's just waiting for you. When I started paying attention to Jesus, I noticed something. He never rushed people into transformation. He didn't shame them into change. He didn't say, fix this and then come back. He stayed. He listened. He made people feel safe enough to be honest. And safety is what allows healing to actually begin. For a long time, I thought healing meant trying harder, reading more, praying better, being more disciplined, cutting out every wrong thing in me all at once. I treated healing like a self-improvement project. But here's the truth. Trying harder kept me stuck longer. Because effort without surrender is just control in disguise. I'm going to repeat that. Come on. Go ahead and write this down. Effort without surrender is just control in disguise. Healing didn't begin when I figured everything out. It began when I admitted I couldn't. When I finally said, God, I see this now and I don't trust myself to carry it alone anymore. Surrender wasn't giving up, it was handing it over. It was choosing partnership instead of pressure. And I want to be really clear about this. Surrender does not mean sitting back and hoping things magically change. Healing is not passive, it's intentional. You do not heal by accident. You heal by choosing honesty over hiding. You heal by choosing awareness without self-attack. You heal by choosing to bring God into the places you used to manage alone. So let's do a recap of what we've covered today. We talked about why awareness can feel scary, why fear doesn't mean you're failing, how God meets awareness with gentleness, why fixing keeps us stuck, and how surrender opens the door to real healing. Awareness isn't exposure, it's an invitation to safety. So y'all know I gotta get practical. So 5 things that you can do today, right now in this very moment. Here are a few things you can actually do today to start taking hold of your healing. Number 1, when you notice a pattern, pause instead of panicking. Don't fix, don't spiral, just notice. Number 2, say this out loud. God, I see this and I need you here. Number 3, separate awareness from worth. Noticing something does not make you bad, it makes you brave. Number 4, remove one thing that keeps you disconnected. So, one scroll, one distraction, one numbing habit. Remove one thing. We're not doing it all at once. These are intentional, practical steps to actually do today. Whatever that thing is for you that's probably coming to your mind right now, write it down so that you can remove the thing that keeps you disconnected. Number 5, choose one gentle replacement. So you cannot remove something and then go on from there. No, anytime you ever remove anything that is negative or unhealthy, you always replace it with something that is healthy and something that's positive. So choose one gentle replacement. So that could be stillness, it could be scripture, it could be a walk, it could be journaling, it could be prayer. Small choices done consistently change lives. Do not pick 5. You'll get burnt out and you won't do any. One noise. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're becoming aware, and that is extremely powerful. And if someone came to mind while you were listening, a friend, a sister, someone who feels overwhelmed by healing, send this episode to her. Sometimes God uses simple sharing to remind someone that they are not alone. We are all walking this journey together, and I am here for you. And thank you so much for being here with me. I cannot wait to see your healing transformation and your healing journey, because I promise you, you are going to have your redemption story. I'll see you in the next episode. Hey girlfriend, I hope you loved today's episode. If it encouraged you, share it with a friend who might need a reminder that God's not done with their story. And leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It lights me up knowing that this show is helping you. I'll see you back every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central for another episode. So bye for now. Go live your redemption story.